Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Congratulations, class of 21 at the East Los Angeles Performing Arts. I'm Monica Garcia, your very, very super proud board member. And I join your community today to celebrate you, to salute you, and to wish you well as you move forward as alumni. We dreamt of you long time ago. We knew your talents, your energy, your heart and soul, your resilience and your brilliance would bring a contribution to this world that we so desperately need. So I'm asking you on behalf of all of us, continue to share your story, continue to share your talents, continue to demand of yourself and each other. And always, always know that you walk on the journey of our community towards empowerment, self-determination, and justice. I got to thank your teachers, your administrators, your school teams, and everyone who surrounded you so that you could get here. Muchísimas gracias y felicidades a todas esas personas que apoyaron a estos jóvenes. Estamos seguros que ellos tienen una contribución para nuestra comunidad, nuestras familias y nuestro distrito más grande, ¿verdad? I want to also just thank Principal Carolyn McKnight. Thank you for loving in action. Thank you for believing in the possible. Thank you for empowering voices, for being an ally, for resisting all those conversations of why we can't. Thank you, Carolyn McKnight. You have been part of transformation on the East Side and in Los Angeles. There are hundreds of young people who are better today because they experienced that promise of education and power that you offer. I am thrilled and honored to celebrate the class of 2021. We love you, we believe in you, and yes, we have high expectations. Adelante, give the world the absolute best you have. Felicidades.
Good evening, class of 2021, parents, family, friends, and honored guests near and far. I am Carolyn McKnight, the proud principal of Torres East LA Performing Arts McKnight since 2010. There were so many things that were supposed to happen for you this year, your senior year, that simply could not happen. Everything from celebrating the 10-year anniversary of this school on September 13th, 2020, to a live production of the Nutcracker on our stage with thousands of neighborhood elementary school kids gazing up at you in adoration as the dance superheroes that you are, to all the senior activities, and I'm afraid to even mention it, prom. These things could not happen this year. And it was a loss for you and for your families and for our community. But there were greater losses. There were the people we lost this year. Grandparents, aunts and uncles, even parents, friends and neighbors. Our communities lost so much this year, and it was devastating. This has been an undeniably tough and sad year. In January 2021, Kate McKinnon, renowned comedian on Saturday Night Live, had an incredibly funny sketch called What Still Works, where she was asking the question of everything around us that we depend on for our reality, the stock market, government, the internet, people, what still works? And unfortunately, her conclusion was nothing. Nothing still works. And I get why she felt that way, and I know that I felt that way sometimes this year too. But I disagree with her, because I know what still works, and it's you. The class of 2021, you still work. You have the drive to apply to college, even when imagining a positive future for yourself seems like a fantasy. You have the passion to dance in your driveways and living rooms and balconies, even when there's nowhere else that you can dance. You have the patience to help your teachers and your parents with new technology that's causing them to be all anxious and flustered. You have the empathy to help your friends when they are overwhelmed with anxiety as this pandemic went on and on. You have the faith in human possibility to imagine a future where everyone has access to health care and a safe place to live, and a voice and a vote in their own community. You have the drive to act on the belief that we can all rise together and that we are all part of one community. I know that you will go forward and accomplish great things, class of 2021, because you, in your drive, your passion, your empathy, your creativity, and your faith, you still work. Congratulations to you and your families on your accomplishments that brought you to this day of your graduation and to the commencement of the rest of your life, and may God bless your journey into a joyful future.
Hello, my name is Daniel Guzman. I am the CTE Stage Technology and Theater Arts teacher at ELAPA McKnight. I'd like to take a moment to honor 3 students who have made immense contributions to theater arts at ELAPA. First, for his bravery, vulnerability, and immense talent, I'd like to honor Rufus Williams with the Theater Company Ensemble Award. Rufus, I thank you for every moment you shared with us on stage. Your talent and commitment to theater arts is what this school is all about. Morehouse doesn't even know who they have coming. Next, I would like to honor a student who is a true cinephile, a formidable creative force, and an incredible actor. A young man who has challenged me on everything from line readings to interpretations of classical text, to my fashion choices. To Valentin Hernandez, I award the Theater Company Achievement in Acting Award. Thank you, Valentin, for everything you've contributed to Theater Company and to ELAPA. And this ceremony would not be complete without taking a moment to spotlight the efforts and talents of a technician that has made us all look and sound so good. A student that has organized productions large and small, and a student who has been one of my closest collaborators over the last 4 years. For her efforts and contributions to producing and designing shows and events at LAUSD Magnet. It is my great pleasure to award Guadalupe Ignacio with the Technical Theater Department Production Design Award of Excellence. Lupe, you are a leader, and I am grateful for you. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Hey LAPA class of 2021, this is Ms. Arias, your academic counselor, here to say that I am so proud of you guys. There's so much that you have been able to accomplish in this extraordinary year. To those of you who applied to the four-year universities, not knowing what freshman year in college would look like with this pandemic, to those of you who worked incredibly hard to keep up with your classes while juggling jobs and taking care of younger siblings. I want to acknowledge those of you who started off without enough credits at the beginning of the year and worked hard not only to keep up with your current classes but also work on making up credits throughout the year. So working, taking that extra stride in that final lap to get to the finish line is incredible. I also want to give a shout out to the students that are first time graduates in your family. This is a huge milestone, and all in a year that has had so much uncertainty, where there has been a lot of illness, grief, loss. You guys have persevered. You guys have been so resilient. And although it's been in a time where I was mostly your counselor virtually and through Schoology messages, it really has been an honor. And I just want to say the best is yet to come, especially after the hardest climb. So congratulations, East Los Angeles Performing Arts Magnet Class of 2021.
Good afternoon, class of 2021, parents, teachers, and staff. My name is Ivet Palacios, and I am honored to be this year's valedictorian. Class of 2021, graduation has finally arrived. All our hard work has paid off. All our sleepless nights trying to finish Mr. Lauder's work are finally over. As we walk the stage today, let's remember the memorable times we had, the lessons we've learned, and the people who supported us along the way. It seems like just yesterday we were freshmen looking forward to exploring the arts, to dance, sing, act, and make new friends. Who would have known that the students we met the first week of school would become lifelong friends, who we talk about academics, the person we crushed on, and shared gossip with? Do you remember the first time you stepped on stage? The butterflies you felt, waiting for your cue? I sure do, and it's a feeling I'll miss for sure. That feeling of nervousness mixed with the excitement of finally presenting what you poured your heart and soul into. Hearing the audience clap gave me such a tremendous feeling of accomplishment. Or the excitement of using Mr. Guzman's cool lighting equipment, or making it into the football team and playing on the huge field. Although we didn't get a prom or grad night this year, we still made great memories despite the pandemic. Especially now we realized how much we enjoyed the times we'd go to Jack's or Troy's to grab a bite with our friends and hang out before performances, football games, or after school. Or even the times we spent at lunch together playing Uno cards, Cards Against Humanity, and Exploding Kittens. We've learned many things here at ELAPA. Mr. Lauder taught us how to write a thesis statement. Mr. Bose taught us how to make a storyboard and make a short film. With Mr. Gastelum, we learned how to make cultural observations about Spanish-speaking countries. Through it all, we learned that not everything goes as planned, and the best we could do is overcome and adapt. When we forget a dance choreography, instead of freezing, we'd start freestyling. Or when we'd mess up on a line or sing something wrong, we'd kept going. Most of all, in this year of the pandemic, we've learned to persevere and adapt to online learning. But we made it to graduation, and I'd like to thank those who have helped us get here. Thank you, teachers, for putting up with the little black squares on Zoom, images of foreheads and bedroom walls. Thank you, counselors, for making sure we were on track to graduate. Thank you for putting up with all our Schoology messages, which I'm sure came in like a swarm of bees during college application season. Thank you, Mr. E. Ramirez and senior committee for planning senior activities. I'd also like to thank my parents for waking me up early and to get to class on time. Thank you, Mom, for staying up late to keep me company when I had homework to finish. Thank you for all you've done for me, because without you, I wouldn't be here today. Thank you to my friends who made high school fun, and although I couldn't hang out with you as often as I would have liked, thank you for always being there for me. I am very fortunate to have those I'm thankful for here with me today, but many of us have lost family and friends this year due to COVID and throughout our high school journey. So let's have a moment of silence for those we've lost and thank them. Finally, I'd like to give a special thank you to Ms. McKnight. Not every high school is lucky to have a principal who cares so much about her students. Thank you, Ms. McKnight, for all those opportunities you brought us. For example, choir kids had the opportunity to collaborate with LA Opera. Our dancers had the good fortune to work with conga kids along with other dance professionals. And our music classes received new instruments so that each student could have an individual one. Thank you, Ms. McKnight, for all your hard work. Without you, this school and many of us wouldn't be here today. Seniors, the time has come to go out into the real world. And like Mr. Perez always says, once high school is over, your childhood is over. So let's go out there and, as Perez says, handle it, chico.
Step out, get some air now, let your edge out. To some iceberg, you'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? I need rest now, got me bummed out. You so, baby, baby, baby. I've been on my empty mind. I should've kept from losing the best in me. I worry that I wasted the best in me. Oh, yeah, baby, you don't care. It's just urgent. Tryna make sense of little change. Got me a war in my mind. Gotta let go away. Can't keep what's holding me. Choose the right, or it will break up in front of me. All the while, I wave my arm and feel with a smile. Still wanna try, still believe in good days. Always inside. Good that living in my mind. Told me I'm on my fears, my limitations. I disappear if you let me. Feeling like Jericho, feeling like Joe when he lost it. Gotta hold my own, my cross to bear a long night. Ooh, way to dip, way to kill the mood. No, you like that, can't groove it, baby, baby. Heavy on my empty mind. I gotta keep from losing the rest of me. Still worried that I wasted the best in me. Oh, you babe, you don't care. Sometimes trying to be a nuisance, it's just urgent. Trying to make sense of little change. Got me a war in my mind. Gotta let go away, can't keep what's holding me. Choose the right, but it will break up in front of me. All the while, I wave my arm and feel with a smile. Still wanna try, still believe in good days. Oh, it's sunny inside, good that living in my mind. Gotta get right, tryna free my mind before the end of the world. I don't miss no ex, I don't miss no text. I choose not to respond. I don't regret, just pretend never happened. Half of us laying waste to our youth is in the present. Half of us chasing fountains of youth and it's in the present now.
Hello, my name is Edgardo Ramirez. I'm the sponsor for the class of 2021. This has been a challenging year. As educators, we had to learn new ways to teach. As students, you had to develop new ways to learn. As parents and guardians, you had to find new ways to support and nurture. It hasn't been easy. It's been hard enough just doing the things we already knew how to do. Now imagine trying to acquire new skills, gain knowledge, or plan for your future during a pandemic. The additional energy required to get through this year was often overwhelming. At times, it even felt impossible. But despite all the obstacles, all the uncertainty, you made it. You're here today because you had that extra determination, that extra focus. Whether you realize it or not, you just did something special, and you should be proud of that. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Congratulations to my fellow graduates. This is not the day we've anticipated long ago. We all had very different images in our minds of what our senior year was supposed to look like. I don't know about you, but I feel exhausted. This year has physically and mentally strained us. We lost touch with our friends. Some of us lost family members. Many of us took on new roles to support our families. Despite of all the obstacles we faced in this year, we still graduated. We demonstrated toughness, resilience, and persistence, enough to end this chapter in our lives with a collective sigh of relief. Thank you, staff, teachers, and family members for being with us today. It means so much to us. We are deeply grateful to our dedicated, brilliant teachers who have worked an insane amount of hours for us. We are beyond appreciative of all the work you have done to help students stay on the steady path to graduation. You have worked through immense challenges, learning how to teach online, finding creative ways to keep your students engaged, and making multiple attempts to connect with isolated students at home. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed. You have inspired us in countless ways over the years. For me, I plan to continue my journey at UC Irvine studying political science. Thank you to my family for motivating me to finish high school and become the first generation in our family to attend college. Thank you to my mom. You have always supported me in whatever I wanted to do. You knew better than anyone that no one was going to stop me. I have always been my own person, and I will continue to do so. Class of 2021, it has been a difficult year to say the least. I am happy to see all of you, though it isn't anyone's fault. On behalf of the universe, I am sorry. And I'm sorry we never got the senior experience we hoped for. We had to quickly adapt to a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. We should all be extremely proud of ourselves. In a moment where we were supposed to contemplate our futures, we were confronted with the holes and flaws of our country's system. But that should not discourage us. It should push us to pursue our dreams with greater fervor. Whether it is going to college, starting a business, pursuing a talent, or maybe just taking some time to discover different options, whatever it is, I hope you keep striving, keep learning, and keep pushing yourselves. One thing I remember when I started high school that stuck with me was when Mr. Piñon was asked, "Mister, do you ever have days where you just don't want to come to work?" And he responded, "The day I don't want to come to work is the day that I quit my job." And it was just a simple response, and maybe his answer changed after this year, but it has stayed with me all these years and will continue to do so. I know that if we keep showing up and striving to do the things we love, we will find happiness and success. So I leave you with a quote from Amanda Lovelace. "Grow a beautiful garden from your aching and teach yourself how to thrive from it." I hope that all of us will become lifelong learners and that we will find ourselves and discover our passions after leaving here. The best thing about life is that we are constantly changing, growing. Good luck, everyone, and may all our dreams come true. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Walk with me, Luna. Walk with me, Luna.
So the story goes that my heart met yours. You touched my soul. It's you I adore. It's your beauty where I feel most free. It's you and me, and it's plain to see. I do, I do, I do, I do, I love you. I do, I do, I do, I do, I love you.
Won't you walk with me, Luna, through the dark? Won't you walk with me, Luna, through the park? Won't you take my hand, help me understand? Take my hand, walk me through your land. Luna, Luna.
Well, I travel so far across the land, and I'm asking you to stand by my side
By my side,
and come along with me down the river,
down the river.
singing the song. Won't you walk with me, Luna, through the park? Won't you walk with me, Luna, through the park? Won't you take my hand, help me understand? Won't you take my hand, walk me through your land?
Luna, Luna.
Good afternoon, and thank you to Principal Carolyn McKnight and the staff and administration of the East LA Performing Arts Magnet High School, especially Miss Melissa Rios and Mr. Daniel Guzman for inviting me to participate in today's event to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2021. I understand that for some of you, this is a remote event, which is why I'm recording my speech, but for others, it will be in person. So either way, after the year we've had, what a wonderful opportunity to soak in that reality and breathe in feelings of relief, gratitude, and joy. Nice. For those of you who may not know who I am, I'm Dr. Kevin Kane. I am the director of the UCLA Visual and Performing Arts Education Program. I'm also a professor of performing arts and arts education at UCLA and a proud former LA Unified school teacher. I recall my very first year of teaching in LA Unified at John Marshall High School about 25 years ago, long time. And one of my fellow beginning teachers was someone I'm still in touch with to this day, someone I still am inspired by and impressed by, and it's your principal, Miss Carolyn McKnight. What a brilliant and caring person Carolyn is, and what a bold vision she had about a decade ago to create a school like ELAPA, a school where every student has a chance to experience the arts in deep and meaningful ways on a daily basis. Carolyn not only had that dream, but she also had and has the skills and talent and dedication to make it a reality. And that dream only gets bolder and more committed each year. So I know we are all incredibly grateful to Ms. McKnight. And on a personal note, Carolyn, I want to let you know how grateful I am for your support and friendship over these years. It's something I don't take for granted. And I'm sure your faculty and staff and students are all so grateful that you've been their leader all these years, especially this last year and a half. And since I've been asked to create this keynote address, I've been thinking a lot about the friendships I've made over the years in both artistic and educational settings. And it's friendships like these that remind me of why vibrant, creative, diverse communities are so important as we go through life. That's the community that I understand ELAPA to be. Because of the arts-focused education you've received here, the many ways you've been taught to be creative, compassionate, and loyal, I'm sure that many of you will end up becoming lifelong friends as well. And in that spirit, I'd love to take a moment just for you all to think about some of the special people you've met here. You can either close your eyes, or if they're close by, you can look them right in the eye. If they're not here, you can think of them and let them know how special they are to you and how much they mean to you and how you plan on sticking with them as long as possible. Doesn't that feel great? You see, for in the arts, we learn to be comfortable expressing honest and authentic feelings with each other, to be vulnerable and empathetic. Of course, we learn to set boundaries when a friendship doesn't support our best selves or when a relationship becomes toxic. But even in those situations, we learn strategies to deal with that conflict in productive ways. We learn to work with others regardless of their differences, different backgrounds or perspectives or personalities. We learn to love in the arts. We learn to accept others. We learn to forgive. But that's not all we learn in the arts. For instance, when we're in a singing group or a choir, we learn how to match pitches, blend our voices, and create beautiful harmonies. When we're in an orchestra or a band, we learn not only how to play our individual instruments, but also how to match the keys and tempos and rhythms of the other musicians. When we're a dancer, we not only learn our steps and our patterns, but we learn the entire formation of the dance and how we contribute to the collective flow of the piece. In cinematic arts, acting, and playwriting, we tell stories. The stories of what it means to be human. The writers and performers put themselves in the shoes of the characters they are creating so they know how it feels to go through what their characters are going through. And in technical theater, the technicians literally allow everyone to be seen and heard, understanding the importance of everyone having a moment in the spotlight, everyone having their voice be heard and their moment to shine. And all of these skills are so important as we go on in life. How to create, innovate, collaborate, how to function in society with passion and purpose. This is maybe even especially true in the particular time in history we're living in, as we just start to recover from this once-in-a-century pandemic, a span of 15 months that surely we'll be thinking about and processing for the rest of our lives. And I believe it will be the artists and scholars and leaders and activists among you that will help us understand what it is we've just lived through. The skills you've learned and mastered in the arts are the same ones that are going to inform and guide our healing as we go forward. You are literally the first graduating class to have spent a whole year of remote learning, creating, performing, and community building. And as we just start to step outside our bedrooms and kitchens, our backyards, back into a community, back into society together, you will be the ones to help us understand what we've been through, how to make sense of it all. How will you do that? Well, that's for you to figure out. But Everything you need in order to figure out the next parts of your life, you already know, you already possess. Now it's a matter of focus, dedication, making good choices, surrounding yourself with positive people, setting your sights on creating a life that can make you happy, but also can help the world. And it's not always clear how to do that, but one step at a time, one class at a time, one experience at a time, one great teacher or mentor or family member, and soon enough, you'll have figured out what your journey should be. Remember, artists are dreamers. Artists know how to get the job done, and you won't be alone. You'll have each other. So as you go forward, from today on, remember the most important lessons you've learned here at ELAPA. For instance, remember that which seems impossible is possible. Remember that you deserve the best and you can achieve it. Remember that when society puts up blockades, you can figure out ways to get over or around those obstacles. And when life sometimes proves too stressful or scary or sad to deal with, you'll remember this past year and a half. You'll know you can make it through the toughest of times because you already have. As artists, you create that which is not there. You see that which does not exist. You will discover and try new things we can't even imagine yet. And in doing so, you will make the world a better place. You will fight for social justice, push for equity and inclusion, strive to make things right in a world that's full of wrongs. As artists, you have superpower to create change. These are all part of an artist's mission, and the adults in the world, including myself, are looking for you to take on that mission. We need you. So whether you become a professional artist or an educator, you go to school or go to work, pursue any number of valuable and important jobs and careers, all of which our society needs and relies on, remember you are a creative being capable of all things. And when you start to create your own families and build and strengthen your own neighborhoods and communities, whether you stay close to home or travel the entire world, remember you are an artist with all the skills and strategies you need to make a positive difference in the world. So once again, class of 2021, my sincere congratulations and best wishes for a bright, beautiful future.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road.
Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time.
Tattoo some memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Hello, my name is Edgardo Ramirez, and this is my Senior Class Advisory. Armani Aaron, Frida Aguilar, Suhaili Alvarado, Gabriel Alvarez, Jacob Arana, Nefi Becerril, Kenneth de Luis Angel, Jaden Harris, Valentín Hernández, Clemente Jaime Rentería, Gia Johnson, Neo Lodevico, Abigail Medina, Min Dat Nguyen, Antonio Ortiz, Betsy Ortiz, Faith Peña, Lourdes Vanessa Segoviano Rodriguez, Valerie Velázquez, Andy Munive Estrada, Karen Suniga. Congratulations to our graduating seniors.
Good afternoon, graduating class of 2021 and guests. This is the advisory for Mr. Lauder. Congratulations to our graduates. Here they are. Miguel Axel Bustos Barola, Scarlett Arias, Daniel Campos Adelon, Sharon Freyd, Daisy Garcia, Daisy Joanna Garcia, Gracie Garcia, Kayla Garcia, Nicole Gomez, Evelyn Gomez Campos, Javier Gonzalez Manriquez, Deneri Lopez Rosales, Jessica Martinez, Dorian Ramirez, John Rodriguez, Miguel Ruiz, Roberto Ruiz, Danny Soto, Jose Vega, Rufus Williams, Coda Torres, Congratulations to these graduates. And to coin a phrase, keep your feet on the ground, but keep reaching for the stars. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Maya Solis, and here is my graduating senior advisory class. Barry Acosta, Eduardo Aspetia, Melissa Cordero Gonzalez, Ana de la Cruz, Tomisha Island, Lana Jenkins, Ruby Jones, Veronica Lopez Ramirez, Danny Martinez, Tiffany Martinez, Chantal Medina, Ariana Murillo Araujo, Lynette Osegueda, Kimberly Osuna, Matthew Blasola, Valerie Salmeron, Josie Silva, Cameron Street, Ifrosina Varela Rosas. To my seniors, thank you so much for a great advisory class. I had the pleasure of being your advisory teacher for 2 years, and I had a really great time. You guys should be so proud of yourselves. This year was anything but easy, but you guys persevered, and you guys are so prepared for what the outside world offers you. I'm so proud of you, and I hope you guys continue to do well, and I wish you the best in all of your endeavors.
Hi, my name is Myrna Treviso. I am going to present my advisory graduate, Ty Moharo. Congratulations, Ty. It was a pleasure having you for 4 years.
Families and graduates, I am Paul Perez, music teacher at the East Los Angeles Performing Arts Magnet. I now present to you the graduates from my advisory. Natalie Antunes Gutierrez, Tracy Argueta, Ariana Arroyo, Leonardo Bañuelos, Nisa Berber, Mesli Bereyesa Manriquez, Sofía Delgado, Guadalupe Ignacio, Nazaret Hasso, Moisés Lopez, Baruch Mendoza, Stephen Mora, Jesus Nieves, Ivet Palacios Lopez, Jamie Rush, Jocelyn Ruvalcaba, Kayla Telon, Sofía Valdez, Daniela Vargas. Graduates, I wish you well. I wish you joy, happiness, and success. Best of luck. I hope to see you in the future.
Good evening, class of 2021. This is Carolyn McKnight, your principal, and right now, at this moment, I have the proud privilege of conferring your diplomas officially with these words.
I declare that you, having fulfilled all requirements to earn your diploma, and your completion of those requirements having been certified by your counselors, therefore, by the authority vested in me by the California Department of Education and the Los Angeles Unified School District, you are now graduates of Torres East LA Performing Arts Magnet with all the rights and responsibilities pertaining to that degree. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left side of your caps to show the world that you have earned your high school diploma. Congratulations.